Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance, Immortals Phoenix Rising, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and Planet Coaster. That's my Xbox Series X collection. Time to run some errands, so let's go. Jeez, that train's kinda loud. What's the temperature out here? It's like 77 degrees. Really? Am I reading that right? 77 degrees? Let me tell you, it is not 77 degrees, okay? The fact that it looks like I'm smoking right now with all this condensation coming out, I should tell you that that is not the correct temperature. Look at all that snow and ice out there. It's actually more like 12 degrees. Yeah, it was saying 77 degrees last night too. Like that sign is very much broken. Anyways, we're going to first off pick up a package. Amazon package. And then we're going to the store again, just like that one vlog in January. So just a few hours ago I saw Turning Red, the new Pixar film. And it was fantastic. It was one of, if not probably the best kind of coming-of-age story I've ever seen. But also, more than that, it was, you know, just another big hit by Pixar. So there's not really much more I can say than that, because I'm not, you know, I'm not like a film critic or anything. So like I don't know a lot about the whole process and shit like that. All I can tell you is that I loved it. So that's all there is to it. And I would gladly watch it again with friends and or family. But yeah, I have an Amazon package pickup today. It's been available to pick up for the past 2 days. I just have not wanted to go out because of how cold it is. It's still, like, it's almost the middle of March now, and we're still down in the teens in the mornings. By the way, I'm on vacation now. It's the middle of my vacation, like the end of the 5th night, basically, the 5th of 10. So I'm literally halfway through my vacation now. And it is, if I haven't mentioned yet, it's a 6:15 a.m. And yeah, sure enough, that sign does indeed say 77 degrees. But yeah, like I always have a lot to talk about, but then my mind goes blank as soon as the vlog starts, so I'm having one of those moments right now. But other than Turning Red, there's pretty much nothing else on my mind. You know, I just don't want to go like into full review mode, because like it's not my sort of thing for movies. It's barely my thing for video games. Like with video games, it's just like, is it fun to play or is it not? If it's fun to play, then it's a good game. If it's not fun to play, then it's a bad game. That's how it goes. Of course, you can make the argument that some bad games are so bad that they're fun, or so bad that they're so good. And technically it makes it fun, so that would technically make it good, right? So, I don't know. But that's my whole philosophy on games, is that if it's fun, then it's good. But with movies, it's a little more complicated, because you can enjoy a bad movie. Most definitely. But yeah, it's very cold. I mean, that's not going to be the case next week, but still. Next week we're going to be seeing highs in the 50s, actually. It's like around the time I go back to work, actually. It's Friday morning. Yeah, and I go back to work next Wednesday. This would normally be the halfway point of my work week, basically. So yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense. Of course, I've been doing a lot better at work lately. So good that I've actually, I don't know, I might have like caused a few other team members to do better in my improvement inadvertently, so I mean, that's good. Just as long as I get to keep my job, and yeah, I mean, if I'm good at my work, then they'll keep me, so that makes me a lot more confident, less stressed out, and less anxiety filled. But yeah, if I hadn't mentioned yet, Turning Red was the first Pixar film I'd seen after marathoning through all of the Pixar films last month, because I got Disney Plus subscription. And I'm thinking of getting a Paramount Plus subscription because apparently that costs just about the same as a Disney Plus subscription. So why not? But yeah, the Amazon pickup location here in Neenah is apparently at some gas station. It's kind of weird. Like, I've gone there once, so I know how it goes now, but it was just kind of weird finding it, basically. Like, I could not believe that it was at a gas station, basically. But yeah, I guess Amazon pickup locations can be anywhere, in any type of store, basically. Because the one at my previous town, I lived in Fond du Lac, it was at a supplement store, like a pharmacy supplement store or something. No, just a supplement store, because that's what they sold. So, yeah, you never know with these types of pickup location type things. But, yeah, it's not just, I just wanted to get through the Xbox Series X games, because that's one of my smaller libraries, along with the PS5, so I just thought we could get that out of the way real fast. The only game in that library I shared with you that I extensively have played is Immortals Phoenix Rising. It's basically an Ubisoft version of Breath of the Wild. They just think of it as Breath of the Wild, but with Greek mythology, basically. So I'm sure in time I could get more out of it than I already have, because it's a pretty long game. Like, I think it took like the 2 or 3 hour mark for me to just finally see the. Because you know, like how in Breath of the Wild, like you emerge from the Shrine of Resurrection for the first time, and then Link runs out and he sees the vast land of Hyrule, and then it comes up with the title of the game as the intro, basically. It took me 2 or 3 hours in Immortals Phoenix Rising to get to that point, because it takes a while for anyone to get to that point. It's at a very, like, basically, it comes at a very pivotal moment in the gameplay. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's just very interesting. So. Yeah, I still want to give more time to Immortals Phoenix Rising, and in these next 5 nights I'll give my chance to do that. But I also have my Mario Odyssey playthrough to finish as well. I'm about halfway through that game as far as that goes. About 450 moons. So that's going pretty well as well. But I'm also, like, recording myself playing through a bunch of my SpongeBob games that I grew up with, because I want to have... I'm doing that for, like, every video game that I've ever completed and perfected. Just kind of... in a recording of myself playing through them, so that way I have the footage if I need it for reference or something like that. So, anyways, here we are. Fortunately, the store opens at 5 a.m., so that's convenient for me. Whew, that sunrise, man. It's quite the bright. Alright. Let's do this. Dear God, I'm so sorry if this thing was, like, zoomed in way too far at my face on that first clip. Anyways, picked up the package, and next place I'm gonna go is back to Pick and Save to do some grocery shopping. One thing I need is Wata, so I'm completely out, but also I'll go ahead and show you what I got from Amazon, because it relates to my channel and shit like that. Yeah, we'll open that when we get back. Anyways, let's get a move on to the Pick and Save, shall we? $3.99 for gas here. These gas prices are really flying up, aren't they? I know exactly why, but I don't want to talk about it in this video because I don't like getting political and shit. But, yeah. A lot of scary shit going on out there, that's all I can say. And all I can do is just try to keep my mind off of it for the sake of mental health. Of course, it doesn't matter the whole, what you consider the scope of things going on. But it is what it is. Yeah, I don't think I have, like, that much to talk about, like, on the way to the store. Like I said, I have to get water, but there's also there's other things too, like snacks and possibly ice cream, just the hell of it. Like, I really shouldn't be doing this, but I have this habit of, like, eating, you know, something sugary, like ice cream or cookie dough. Because at my store we have, like, some, well, at pretty much most stores they sell, like, some certain types of cookie dough that you can actually eat raw safely, and I've been having some of that too. You know, and I just can't help it, because, like, it just, I thought it was work, but work has been, like, significantly less stressful now that I know I found, like, a way tried it, but it doesn't change the fact that just being alive and living in general is very stressful. So sugar stuff kind of helps me cope with it, I guess. Oh, just brilliant. It's got the sun right in my face going this way. Yes, since I had to turn east, that means that the sun is in my eyes. A lot earlier than it is for my friends and family over in good old Shinkton, Washington. Oh yeah, I guess they're coming out with F-Zero GX on or is it just X? I think it's just X, yeah, because that's the N64 one. Yeah, they're coming up with F-Zero X on the Nintendo Switch Online N64. And I could have swore, like I remember seeing in the announcement, I could have swore they said they were going to bring Banjo-Tooie and DK64, but that might have just been a fever dream of mine. But what I'd really like to see on Nintendo Switch Online would be, Smash Bros. And Mario Party games. Those would be fantastic for online multiplayer. Like, those would just be the best. If you could just get those and GoldenEye, Diddy Kong Racing 2, yeah, that'd be another good one. There's just so much potential with that, and Nintendo is obviously not going to reach that. I don't know why. It would definitely encourage more people to get the subscription if they got some, like, kick-ass games on there. Yeah, especially GameCube with Smash Bros. Melee. Like, why the hell not? We've seen GameCube games on the Switch now at this point, so there's no excuse. Like Mario Sunshine, particularly with the 3D All-Stars. So we know they can do it. That's potential money right there for them. So it just makes no sense at all whatsoever to not include it. But then again, I'm not Nintendo, so I don't know shit about, owning a business. Oh yeah, going back to Turning Red, this is actually one of the years where Pixar is actually putting out 2 films. So we're going to have another one in June, and that one is Lightyear. It's going to be about Buzz Lightyear, basically. Origin story of sort. So looking forward to watching that, and I guess in preparation I could finally get around to playing Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue on N64 or PlayStation, because I have both versions of it. But yeah, I don't know. There's so much other stuff in my backlog, and I don't know if that's enough incentive to go back to those games in particular. It's not that I don't think they'll be good or anything, because I'm sure they will be. But there's just so much other stuff on my plate right now. And here I am, I keep on going back to games that I've already played through to full completion, and it ends up making them even more stale, and just because of how unchallenging they are and how accustomed I am to them, they become dull. And basically it's kind of like highway hypnosis, essentially. When you get so used to driving, you do it subconsciously, basically, and you get yourself places without even realizing that you did. It's kind of like with video games. You just play through the whole game without realizing what you did, without feeling it. You're just going through the motions. And that's one of the sucky things about mastering a game that you love so much. After you play through it like dozens of times, it just becomes a monotonous task. It's a chore. Kind of like work, basically. No matter what you do in life, regardless of how much you enjoy, eventually it becomes just stale and joyless. I still got some money I could spend on at game stores, because I actually did make a trip to the game store a couple days. I can't remember if it was a couple days ago. Yeah, I think it was like 2 days ago now. I went to PacStore Games in Start Over Games, I think it was. Yeah, PacStore and Start Over. And I got quite a few nice games out of it. Problem is, I spent more money than I wanted to. It's like about, I spent like $300 in that one day, because 50 of it was on gas. That's how ridiculous the gas prices are getting. But also, yeah, 250 at the stores. I spent like around 50 at a Start Over Games, and then 200 at PacStore Games. It's difficult not to spend a lot of money at these stores, even if you're not getting a lot of good stuff, because I just always find stuff, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But among the things I got was a actually an HDMI adapter for PlayStation 2, and it also works for PlayStation 1 too, which is very good because that'll allow me to do PS2, PS1 games at 60 frames per second if I need to. Of course, there's a lot more 60 FPS PS1 games than PS2, I do believe. I could be wrong. But yeah, that kind of actually has to do with what I picked up at the store in terms of the Amazon package. All right, at this point, my mind's drawing a blank, so I'll probably just talk to you later. Probably even like just when I get back home, because there's other stuff to go into once we actually get home. So, bye. So this was the package I got today. It is a second HDMI converter for the original Xbox. This one is externally powered. It's not powered by the Xbox itself. So not only that, but also it's not an HDMI cord itself. You can use like you have to connect an HDMI cord to it. The device doesn't have a HDMI cord built in. Essentially, it's just the converter itself. So I'm using one of my other HDMI cords, one of my Nintendo cords, and so far I'm not having a signal interruption like I was with that other converter. There's still vertical lines though. It's the only issue here. Otherwise it's perfect, but I guess the lines aren't as bad as they were in that other one. They're a little more subtle, especially on camera. But looking at them, yeah, I mean, like they're barely noticeable at all. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence whether this is good or not. And it does, it's recording at 480i 60. I'm not recording Let's Play or anything, I'm just recording footage of the game, essentially, to complete footage, me playing through the game, so. Yeah, it's hard to see on the camera, but yeah, it just doesn't look right. Like, when you compare this, especially, like, to the GameCube footage, because, like, I recorded a full playthrough of the game on the GameCube, and it looked very, very clear compared to this crap. Like, just this shielding, it's better than that previous Xbox HDMI cable I had, but it's still crap. Like, there shouldn't be any of these vertical lines on the screen. Like, those shouldn't be there. Not only that, but like I was seeing motion blur, like whenever the camera pans on the video here. Even though it's the 60 FPS that I want, but it's just ridiculous, So, I don't know, folks. Like, I'm at my wit's end at this point. I'm considering, it's either try another Xbox HDMI converter. I mean, this one had, like, pretty much almost entirely positive reviews, so, I'm just really disappointed, so. And it's by Lebone, however it's pronounced. But yeah, you can see 4.5 stars overall rating with 962 ratings. So, and this is the one that I got, and it's still not what I like. I guess most people don't mind that HDMI, the whatever you call it, those vertical lines, but I do, especially when, doing these recordings. So, my next idea was to try this one, the pound one, because the first one I tried was the Hyperkin, and then I got this one, which is the one I'm using now, and then there's this one, the pound, which has more rating. It also has a 4.5 stars overall, but this time it's with the 1,334 ratings instead of 962. But this is like 77% 5 stars, and this one is 72% 5 stars. So what the hell? And there's this one too. Like, how many HDMI converters are there for the Xbox? And they're all probably crap. Because this one has less ratings, even though it has the same overall rating. So it's just so, like, you don't know what to trust. And they're all around 20 to 30 bucks each. And you're taking a gamble whether or not they work because you don't get to test them before you get them. It's just so stupid. So, yeah, I don't know, folks. It's either that or try composite/component to HDMI converter. Just do that instead. They do have a component to HDMI converters here on Amazon. So maybe I could try that too, see if that works. But either way, I have to be able to get HDMI signal on my Xbox that works before I can continue that Simpsons Hit Run Let's Play Like that's really important to me. I don't know. I know it's probably not important to most people. Like most people don't care about the frame rates of my videos, but to me, that's very important to capture the frame rate as it is in the game, in addition to the video quality itself. So, you know, that's why I'm not going to continue the Simpsons Hit and Run Let's Play until I get the next Xbox HDMI converter that I am satisfied with. I was able to get a PlayStation 2 converter before, you know, before an Xbox One that works, because, yeah, the PS2 HDMI converter I got, it works even better than the freaking MK2 on the GameCube. Because the MK2, it goes out, like, it loses signal whenever there's nothing displayed on the GameCube screen. Like, if you get a black screen on there, it'll actually lose signal temporarily for that period of time. You know, it'll come back, like, when something appears on the screen, but if there's nothing on the GameCube screen, then it'll go out of signal. But the PS2, that works even better because it doesn't go, you know, out of signal, and it still gives you that high quality without those vertical lines. So, yeah. So why are they able to why is it easy to make a PS2 to HDMI converter than an Xbox One? The Xbox is the most powerful console of the 6th generation, so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, folks. I'm just so tired of this shit. You know, it's not cheap trying to do this shit, you know, trying to get one that works. And I wish I could test these things out before they arrive at the door, but I can't, so. Yeah. Okay. Well, I've rambled on and ranted and shit like that, and I also had the trip to the store in the same vlog, so I think that's it for today, folks. So I will see you tomorrow. By the way, today is the March 11th vlog. I'll try to do another vlog tomorrow talking about something else, but it seems like all I can talk about these days is trying to get my videos back up, because I'm sure that's what people want to hear about, so, meh. Anyways, bye.